Actually, we're not done. I apologize. I completely skipped the first page, and you guys are all probably confused. So, all this is doing is going over the different kinds of ways of solving things. Graphing, unless you're particularly fond of graphing. Most of us don't do that one. Substitution, my personal favorite. But sometimes addition is important. Kramer's rule, if you really know and understand Kramer's rule, it'll solve them all every time. So it's your choice which one you use for most of these. All right. All four useful. Now, keywords and phrases. In a word problem, all of these mean addition, sum, sum of, add, in addition, more than, increased, increased by, plus, total, added to, in excess of, or greater than. Those are all meaning addition. Whereas subtraction, they would subtract, subtracted from, decreased by, less, less than, minus, difference. The difference between, taken from, net, diminished, reduced, and remainder. All right, and multiplication is times, multiplied by, the product of, times as much, percent of, twice, double, or triple, and per. And our last one is division. Divided, divided by, divided into, quotient, the quotient of, ratio, per, and a fraction. So these are all the different words you'll see that mean these different things. So keep track of this while you're solving these. Okay, and then we went through and solved them. All right, this is the first half of the lesson. Go and do your homework for this lesson. And your mastery, and then we'll do the second half of 4.4 tomorrow, and you'll have that homework then. This is 4.4a, that'll be 4.4b. Okay. All right, this is 4.4. We just have a lot of problems we're going to work through, so here we go. Sorry, I wiggled that all over the place. All right. These problems generally fall into one of two categories. So that's what we're going to talk about, is what we do with the different categories. Okay. The sum, I'm trying to get this centered here, the sum of 3 times a first number. Okay, our first number is going to be x, and twice a second number. Our second number is going to be y. So this means we now have 3 times the first number, the sum. So we're going to add them. And 2 or twice a second number is 43. If the second number, which is our y, is subtracted from, okay, so it's going to be subtracted from, if the second number is subtracted from twice, sorry, I need to go into here, twice the first number, so that's 2 times x, the result is -4. Find the number. So we have to solve this, and we can solve this system any of the ways we've learned so far. You've learned 4 different ways to solve. We've had substitution, addition, or elimination. We've had graphing, and we have Kramer's rule. You may choose whichever method you wish. I'm going to look at this and say, okay, I'm going to go with substitution, since I have a y with only a negative, no number on it. So I'm going to solve this y. Now I multiply 3 by -1. And I'm going to plug that in. So I have 3x plus 2 times 4 plus 2x equals 43. So 3x, I distribute. I have 8 plus 4x. So I'm going to subtract the 8. Oops. And I'm going to add the 3 and 4x. So I have 7x equals 43 minus 8 is 35. Divide by 7, x is 5. Okay, so now I can plug this in. And I'm going to plug it in that equation, the y equal equation. Y is equal to 4 plus 2 times 5. So y is 14. So my final answer is 5, 14. First and second number. All right, 1 Kung Pao chicken and 2 Big Macs. All right, so Kung Pao chicken is going to be my x, and y are the Big Macs. So 1 Kung Pao chicken and 2 Big Macs are 2,620 calories. 2 Kung Pao chickens and 1 Big Mac is 3,740 calories. Find how many calories are in each. Okay, this shouldn't be too difficult. I have an x or a y. We kind of like solving for the y, so I'm going to do that. Y is equal to 3740 minus y. Not y. Sorry, minus 2x. All right, so I substitute that in. X plus 2 times 3740 minus 2x is equal to 2620. I distribute the 2. X, when I distribute it to the x, I get a minus 4x. When I distribute it to the 3740, I get, let's see, 37, 60, 74, 80, I think. I'm going to check it with my calculator. 3740 times 2. 7480. I was right. Wow. 7480 equals 2620. Well, I'm going to subtract the 7480, and I'm going to add these two together. So I get negative 3x equals, okay, 2620. Equals negative 4,860. I divide that by negative 3, and I get 1620. So the Kung Pao chicken is 1,620 calories. Ouch. For the average woman, that's an entire day's calories right there. All right, for the Big Mac, I'm going to take that value up here and plug it in for x. I'm going to change colors so you see what I'm doing. Okay, so I have 1620 plus 2y equals 2620. I subtract the 1620. Well, that's easy. That leaves me 1,000. So 2y is 1,000. So y is 500. So that means a Big Mac is 500. Okay, so then they usually want you to write out your answer. So Oops, I did a O instead of a U. Kung Pao has 1620 calories. Big Mac has 500 calories. There we go. All right. This is another one. We oftentimes will have like floor area. The perimeter of a tennis court is 228 feet. Now, a tennis court is a rectangle. And it's got a width and it's got a length. Its area, oops, we got perimeter, not area. Its perimeter is 2 widths plus 2 lengths. Okay. Now we know that that's 228 feet. After a round of tennis, the player coach estimates that the athlete has run a total of 690 feet. That's a total. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. I'm also looking at something. I'm keeping track of the class. Okay. Now, but that is 7 times the length plus 4 times the width. What are the dimensions of a standard tennis court? So we have 2 equations and 2 variables, W and L. All right, so we learned elimination. I'm going to multiply this equation by -2. That's going to turn this into a -4 so that this goes away. It's going to turn this one to a -4. When I add it to the 7, I'm going to get 3L. And the number becomes -456. All right. So when I add that to 690, okay, we're going to put that in the calculator. 690 minus 456. We get 234. We divide each side by 3. L is going to be 78. So it's 78 feet long, and now we have to look for the width. So we plug it into the L into either of the 2 equations. I have 2W plus 2 times L. So 2 times L is 154. Pardon, 156. And that equals 228. Oops, I'm running into the other one. So 2W equals 228 minus the 156. And that gives me 72. Well, gosh, it's almost square. 78 by 72. Oh, no, 72. Got to divide it by 2. It's not done. I'm sorry. This is divided by 2. That's divided by 2. So I end up with 78 by 36 feet. That's the size of a standard tennis court. All right, let's look at the next one. You are choosing between 2 long-distance telephone plans. Okay, so 2 long-distance phone plans. So we have plan A. All right, I want to change color, sorry. I don't like using red. Plan A. Well, Plan A has a monthly fee of $15 and a charge of $0.09 per minute. Okay. And Plan B has a monthly fee of only $3. We're going to change colors for Plan B. $3.12 per minute. How many minutes of long-distance calls will the costs of the two plans be the same? Okay, so what we're going to do is set these two equations equal, the 15 plus 9 cents per minute and the 3 plus 12 cents per minute, and find out how many minutes you need. So, since we're putting these together, okay, it's going to be 15 plus 0.09x equals 3 plus 12. Okay, so I like positive x's, so I'm going to subtract the 0.09x, which means I have to subtract the 3 to get it over to the other side. Those go away, those go away. Now I have 15 minus 3 is $12. 12 cents minus 9 cents is going to be 0.03 cents. Okay, now I divide both sides by that. Not the x, sorry. There we go. And divide this by 0.03. And this is going to tell us how many minutes at which the two are the same cost. So 12 divide 0.03, I get 12. I hit plus. That's why that came out weird. It should be no, it should be divide. And I get 400 minutes. So, at 400 minutes, and they also wanted a cost. To get the cost, we plug that 400 into either of the two equations. So I'm going to plug it in here. So I'm going to type this exactly as it is in my calculator. 3 plus 0.12 times 400. I get 51. So the cost of $51. So that's where it breaks even. Now, if you make approximately 15 long-distance calls per month, each averaging 30, so we've got 15 and each averaging 30 minutes. Which plan should you select? Okay, we're going to take our Plan A and Plan B equations and plug into them these new values. So, Plan A would be 15. Sorry, that's not coming from the 15 long distance. That's coming from the A equation. 15 plus 0.09. Now for this one, x is going to equal, for Plan A and B, x is going to equal 15 times 30. 15 long distance calls at 30 minutes each. Okay, to get our total number of minutes. 15 times 30. Well, we have 450 minutes. All right, I'm going to put that in my calculator. 15 plus 0.09 times 450. And I get 55.5, and this is the cost of it, dollars. Okay. For plan B, I have 3 plus 0.12, also times the 450 minutes. And 3 plus 0.12 times 450. Yes, and I get 57. So this one costs $57. So the question is, which plan should you select? So I would choose plan A because it is $1.50 cheaper. There we go. Okay, so hopefully that made sense to you. Remember, we can meet for Zoom anytime you have a question. So just give me an email. And we're done.